Welcome, world builders, to the Fired Up podcast. This is the show where we redefine financial independence. This is the place where we retire in our 40s and our 50s, and where we retire decades earlier before traditional retirement of age 65. I'm your host, Omolola Oyewumi, fondly called Lola Wealth, your Fired Up coin. And this is a space where you're going to be learning how to design wealth with purpose, break free from paycheck dependence, and also build the life that you truly deserve, one powerful decision at a time. If you are ready to make money work for your dreams, not your fears, you are in the right place. If you are ready to live the life you deserve, funded by the wealth you create, you are actually in the right place. And if you are ready to retire on your own terms, this podcast is for you. So let's get fired up. Hello, world builders and Fired Up Squad. Welcome back to the Fired Up Movement podcast, the home of financial independence, purpose-driven wealth, and living life by design. My name is Omolola Oyewumi, fondly called Lola Wealth, your Fired Up queen. And today we are going to be talking something that I know is very important to every one of us, and we all wrestled with this. One of the amazing professionals asked me recently, he said, Lola, how do you balance multiple income streams without burning out? How do you build wealth without losing yourself? And this question really got me, because you know what? I've been there, juggling corporate deadlines, side hustles, motherhood, ministry, coaching, and all of these things, trying to do everything all at once. Trying to do it all. And here's what I discovered. Multiple streams of incomes, they are very powerful, but without boundaries, they become multiple bosses. Without boundaries, $1 million boundaries, multiple income streams becomes multiple bosses. Trust me. So today, I want us to talk about time freedom, the secret ingredient that turns ambition into peace and multiple streams into multiplying streams. Let me say that again. Time freedom. This is the secret ingredient that turns ambition into peace and multiple streams into multiplying streams. And so let's talk about how to create wealth that gives you freedom, not the one that gives you fatigue, not the one that creates chaos. Multiple income, creating wealth, how to create wealth that gives you freedom and not fatigue. So first thing we're going to talk about is first your mindset, the fire mindset shift, the mindset shift, I'll call it. And of course, because we talk about fire, I'm going to target fire mindset shift. So the financial independence is about doing the right things in the right order, right? It's not about doing everything. The true financial freedom is doing the right thing in the right order. So if you had followed me for a while, you know that I teach these 4 pillars in the Fired Up framework: the make money, manage money, multiply and protect money, and then finding meaning with money, or finding meaning in money. All right, I talk about this a lot. I'm teaching it, right? And here and there we'll be touching on those pillars. But here is what professionals forget. Time is the currency that determines how sustainable these 4 pillars, or those 4 pillars, really are. Time is that currency that determines how sustainable, how long can they stand, right? You can diversify income, but if you don't diversify your energy, and I like to call it energy management, if you don't diversify your energy, you will still live paycheck to paycheck emotionally, right? And that should not be you. No, we're changing the narrative. We don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, not even emotionally, right? So freedom is about reading. Freedom is about the reading. How you deposit your energy, how you manage your energy, how you diversify your energy. So before you add on one more thing on your plate, stop and ask, does this stream serve my vision, or is it stealing my focus? Is that income aligning with my value, or is it competing with my peace and my joy? I want us to think about it, because these are questions that I always think. There are so many shining things, shining objects here and there that distract us, that distracts our focus. So let's answer those questions before you add anything on your plate. And these are the things that have been helping me as well. All right. So we'll be talking about 3 letters. I want you to take out something very memorable out of this conversation today, or out of this podcast. And I call it CPS. CPS. I'm going to get into it. So if you do not take anything out, remember the C, the P, and the S. CPS. Okay. So the first one is clarity. Before you add anything, as you start to think about the time freedom, clarity is number 1. Clarity before commitment. The first pillar of time freedom is clarity. You need to know your fire number. That's the fundamental. That's the basics. Before you diversify your income, before you put more projects, before you say, okay, this is the next thing I'm doing, what is your fire number? Because everything now comes out from there. Your motivation, why you do what you're doing, right? And the fire number is when I say fire, always remember the financial independent retire early, FIRE. So we use the word fire. So the fire number is the amount of money you need to reach your financial independence. Simple as ABC. The amount of money that you need to reach your financial independence. So because you are clear on your goal, you stop chasing every opportunity that flashes your way. And I tell you, I am still working on this myself, and I must be honest with you. So many things jumps at us as opportunity, but we have to be clear so that we are not distracted, so that we remain focused. We have laser focus towards our goal, right? One reason people burn out is because they say yes to everything. They say yes to everything, but you want to remember, for every yes, there is always also a no. Every yes is also a no to something else. Sometimes your rest, sometimes your family, sometimes your peace, even sometimes maybe your purpose. For every yes, there is a no that you're saying to your peace, to your family, right? I had to learn that firsthand. And that was a season when I was working full-time in corporate, mentoring women on weekends, building a coaching business at night, still trying to be a super mom. But it looks impressive on the outside, but down in me, I was exhausted on the inside. And that reason taught me something. I can do many things, but I cannot do everything at the same time, right? Yes, I can do many things. I have the capability. I have the capacity. I can do everything, but I cannot do everything at once, at the same time, right? So you don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be effective where it matters most. So that is the first thing, is clarity. Clarity. Ask yourself, even as you go into this month, as you go in this week, as you go in today, remember, what is my real financial goal? What am I aiming at? What's my goal? What's my purpose? What am I building towards? Because this will always fuel the motivation, right? And the other question I wanted to ask is, which income streams actually brings me closer to that? Which income streams actually brings me closer to that goal, that thing that I'm building towards? That's my real financial goal, right? When clarity comes, confusion leaves. Just like light and darkness, when light shines, darkness disappears. And remember, when confusion leaves, there is peace. Peace follows. So I want you to continue to think about that. You want to get the clarity. That's the first word. Then the second is P, prioritization. Prioritization. Every stream is not equal, No, every stream does not deserve equal attention. So imagine your time as an investment portfolio. You can't put 100% into every stock. You allocate based on what gives you the highest return for your energy and the value. The same way you want to carry that principle and put it in your own energy management. When you look at multiple streams, some streams bring more money and others brings meaning, right? Some streams just bring money and some brings meaning, purpose, right? And a few, when chosen well, brings both. They bring both money and meaning. So your job is to identify which streams multiply your time and which one drains you. Which one just drains you. A woman in my community once shared with me that she had 5 side hustles. That's great, right? The studies have shown that multi-millionaires, right, or self-made millionaires, they have up to, if not more than 7, but average of 7 streams of income. So that's still good. Having 5 side hustles is great, right? She was talented. This lady was talented, selling handmade products, doing consulting, trading, hosting webinars, had digital products, few here and there. But she was tired. When she looked at her numbers, she realized 2 of those ventures produced 80% of her total income. You know what the rest does? They produce stress. So she made a bold decision. Of course, with my help, asking her a few questions, she was able to decide to focus on just 2, but she automated 1. So within 6 months, guess what? She had about 35% increase and her piece doubled. And that's what prioritization does. It turns scattered energy into structured system. And you can always replicate that into its second or so, third or so, right? And that's how you see millionaires, self-made millionaires, because they manage structure well, they manage prioritization well, right? And this turns the scattered energy into structured system. So that's the second word. Then the third one, remember we talk about clarity, clarifying what your freedom day number. The second, we talk about prioritization, because not all streams are equal. So you want to know which one brings in both meaning and of course money. And then that is what you do more. And then the third one is system. Remember CPS, system. You want to work smarter, not harder. And then, building on what this lady that I shared with you did earlier on, prioritizing 2 income streams and then automating 1, double a piece. So you want to work smarter, not harder. And of course, you should work harder. You should work hard. But then the true financial freedom is coming, putting structure in place, and then you're making it more smarter. Game changer is the system. You want to put system in place. The time freedom doesn't come doing less work. No. It comes from designing work that flows. That is what true financial freedom. You want to design work that flows like oil-well machine. Systems are the silent partners of successful people. They automate what drains you so that you can focus on what grows you. Automate whatsoever you can. Delegate what you should, right? And calendarize what matters. Let me say that again. Automate whatsoever you can automate. Delegate what you should and calendarize what matters most. That's how you protect your peace. That's how you create that time freedom. That's how you protect your peace while you build your profit. When I left corporate and I started building a wealth education brand, teaching people about financial competence, I realized that I was the system. Every post, every call, every task had to go through me, right? So one night, while preparing for a masterclass, and I told myself, this can't continue. I built automation into system. So I began to think, how can I build automation into my business? Scheduling content, booking calls, automating reminders, and outsourcing editing, right? Within weeks, my energy came back. I was so fired up, like I should, right? My creativity returned, and I started, thinking, what can I do for my business? This really started to grow me, right? So what I want to say is systems make success repeatable, right? As one of my mentors always say, if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. So time management is wealth management. Time management is wealth management. So yeah, I like to touch on just one more thing, which is your non-negotiable for your time freedom. These are your non-negotiable. I like to have non-negotiables a lot. So let me leave you with a few non-negotiable that I live by. And the habit, which I am still working on myself. Trust me, I'm not there yet. But those habits keeps me productive, peaceful, while managing multiple streams and while managing and still building my multiple streams. The first thing is protect your money. Protect your mornings. Protect your mornings. Start your day with clarity before chaos. I spend my first hour in prayer and devotionals. In devotionals, planning and reflecting. I would say no emails most times, but there are some days that, we are human, so I still want to scroll and see. But I try as much as possible to not reach out to my phone first and read emails, or let me quickly see if there's any updates and all of that. No noise. Before you start all of that, that is one habit that has centered me all day, helping me plan, have my devotionals, pray, and of course, reflect. I have to live my day twice. Okay? Look at it, live on it every hour, and then see what I need to do, and leave it first in my mind. Take about 5-10 minutes, right, to leave my day first, and then start my day so that I have a track to run on, because I've already lived it once. The second thing is block time by purpose, not tasks, right? Don't jump between 10 things. Block time by purpose, not by task. Have a block of time where this is all you do. Others between 9 to 12, or between 9 to 11, 9 to 12, this is what I do. I have my break here between 1 to 3. This is what I do. Have your work by block of time. Don't jump into 10 things. And I like to do this a lot. I tell my brain it's like a squirrel brain. Squirrel brain, right? I like to jump from one thing to another, jump from one thing. So I have to start to retrain myself about focusing on just one thing or 2 or 3 things within this time. I have a list. So even after planning, some of the things that started to help me is this. Between this block of time, between 9 and 12, this is what I needed to do. I will still have small to-do list. Like I want to do this, I want to call, I want to send emails, I want to respond to emails, I want to send out this. So I have those block of time so that once I'm spending 30 minutes on this, and then I look at it, because some of the tasks that we want to do, we underestimate how much time it takes us to do those things. So constantly I'm always pressed, like I've spent 2 hours here, I've not achieved so many things. So I started to just do only 2-3 things to do within this block of time, right? So that is going to help us as well. You want to block time by purpose, by ballparking it. This is what I need to do within this block of time, other than tasks. I'll just put in everything or jumping, have like 10 things doing together. Of course, the third thing is schedule rest as if it were a meeting. You want to schedule rest because rest is not what you earn after success. This I am learning it in a hard way, because by the time you don't rest, guess what? The body is building those stress, and by the time you just break down, you'll be forced to have that rest. And if you have a major project coming up, you may not be able to hit that. So I have to keep learning that over and over, because rest is not what I earn after success. I have to schedule it. Rest really sustains us. This is what sustains us. All right. The fourth thing that I want to leave that are non-negotiable is audit your week. Every Sunday evening, look at where your time went. Did my week reflect my wealth goals? Right? Where did I spend time that didn't multiply peace or profit? And you want to adjust that accordingly. Adjust that, as appropriately. And of course, the last non-negotiable is stop chasing, start choosing, start deciding. Every opportunity that looks good is not always good for you. It's not always good for you. It might be good for your neighbor or for your colleague or for your friend. It might not be good for you. So a clear no is often more powerful than a tired yes. A clear no is often more powerful than a tired yes. So if you don't own your time will own you. That's a good one. If you do not own your time will own you. So time freedom is the foundation of financial freedom. Time freedom is the foundation of financial freedom, because what's the point of multiple income streams if you are too exhausted to enjoy them? This week, take time to reflect on where your energy goes. And of course, every time, do it, often. Take time to reflect where your time, energy goes. Focus on streams that flows with purpose, that brings you both money and meaning, right? If you are ready to take your next step towards freedom, I invite you to take the Fire Readiness Assessment. It's a simple, free tool that shows you exactly where you are on the journey to financial independence and early retirement. So I want you to take that assessment. It's going to really help you. You know where you are. And then join the Fired Up Collective. This is a community of professionals who are building wealth with purpose, not with pressure. So remember, your time is your first investment. Your time is your first investment. Use it wisely, guide it fiercely, and design it intentionally. I am your girl, Lola Wealth, your Fired Up Queen. Stay intentional, stay blessed, stay balanced, or I like to say stay harmonized, and stay fired up. God bless you. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Fired Up podcast. If today's episode sparks something in you, take the next step towards your freedom. Start with the Fire Readiness Assessment today and discover where you are on your path to financial independence and early retirement. Join the growing community, the Fired Up Collective, where professionals like you are building wealth with purpose and designing the life of impact. So don't forget to subscribe, share, and stay tuned for my upcoming book, Get Fired Up Beyond the Paycheck. But until next time, remember, you don't stumble into the life that you deserve. You design it. So stay intentional, stay courageous, and stay fired up.